I'm delighted to be joined today by Cynthia. She is a sustainability consultant working for Avieco. Cynthia, great that you're here today. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you do in your organisation?
Thanks, Katrina. Hello, everyone. I'm Cynthia, as Katrina said, and essentially I'm a sustainability consultant. And what that is I help different companies to improve their environmental sustainability. So I work with a broad range of sectors, from the finance sector to manufacturing, food and beverage, and they all have different challenges that they face in terms of climate change, in terms of resource scarcity, and we find different ways to help them improve by reducing their environmental impact and also helping them set targets to meet future carbon reduction goals.
Excellent. So it sounds like it's a really varied role which brings you into contact with an awful lot of different individuals and organisations.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. So you've had quite an interesting career journey to get to where you are, because you're actually a Cranfield alum. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your journey before you got to Cranfield and obviously from leaving?
Yeah, so you're right. I've got quite a varied career journey. I started out as a mechanical engineer. So I had a degree in mechanical engineering, but it was my last year. I wanted to focus more on the environment. So I did a course on sustainable manufacturing, and that just like expanded my horizons. And I applied to Cranfield to do the master's in engineering management of manufacturing systems. So because my background was mainly in like mechanical engineering, I wanted to understand more about manufacturing. So not just about making products or engines, but also seeing like the full supply chain. So the course at Cranfield I did, the engineering management and manufacturing course, really just expanded my view on the different types of manufacturing and what it looks like from a business perspective. Afterwards, again, as I said, I was quite passionate and interested in sustainability. At Cranfield, I had my group project mainly about sustainability as well, helping a recycling company improve their recycling. And I also had a project working for Coca-Cola to help them set their future goals to reduce environmental impact. So those pieces of work really made me clear on what I wanted to do in my future career. So I applied for the doctorate. So it was an engineering doctorate in sustainable materials and manufacturing. And the doctorate was a 4-year program where you had to work directly with a company sponsoring your research. So that just gave me more hands-on experience, and actually not just doing research, but having to implement it in a business context. So my doctorate was focused on helping companies reduce waste, but also creating value out of waste. So what we call the circular economy. So I applied different like models and like design thinking in creating new materials from waste products so that they can put it back into the business and create revenue from that. So that was just a snapshot of my time before and at Cranfield.
Wow, and that's really amazing, because I think, what you're showing is that you can start off, get yourself a really good academic foundation, and I guess you don't really know how your career is going to progress and develop further, but it's certainly an interesting journey. And it's really interesting to hear that, it's not just the research that you've had the opportunity to do, but you've actually been working on real life projects and making a difference, which is absolutely fantastic. What do you expect or hope to do as your career progresses, Cynthia?
At the moment, I feel like I'm finding my feet in the consultancy world, and I've just been there for a year now, and I feel like there's been an immense increase in the way I work, and just learning how to be a consultant is quite different from being a researcher at Cranfield. So I feel that at the moment I'm progressing really fast and I'm learning really new skills from the business side of things. And I think that just really complements the research element that I have. So I bring a lot of research and new ideas and scientific thinking to my team. But now I've progressed and known also the business aspect of things. And I think it's a really good mix, and just excited to see what next.
Brilliant. And I mean, that again, it gives us a really good insight, you know, the value of an education from Cranfield University. So yeah, that so then makes me think, so apart from the research skills and the ideas and the innovation that you bring to your team, what other skills would you say that somebody needs to be a consultant? So anybody watching who's thinking, I'd like to go and pursue a career in consultancy, what do you think they need to also be thinking about?
Definitely. So in sustainability, you can come from any background really. So we've got a diverse range of backgrounds. So people study physics, chemistry, manufacturing, business, architects, and essentially what you need is really quick thinking skills. You need to be very proactive in your thinking. You need to be a people's person as well. So you need to be able to help people, because businesses come to consultants not just because they want something off the shelf. It's because they want something bespoke for them. So what we do is that we try to take our clients on a journey. So you need to be very interested in taking them on a journey and helping them achieve their goals. So it's essentially like you have to be able to see other people's problem as your own problem and as your own challenges. And the other stuff is just the simple maths and physics that you need to know. But yeah.
I wouldn't say that simple maths and physics is, I mean, that is so crucial. And, you know, I mean, the STEM subjects are so vital, you know, moving forward in the work that you're doing as well. So, no, that's, I think, yeah, you're right. Interpersonal skills, communication, key for consultancy work. So great to have your insight on that too, as you're actually working within that environment. What impact, Cynthia, do you see your organisation making on the future of manufacturing materials within the green recovery?
Because we work with a varied range of clients who they manufacture all sorts. We've got car manufacturers, we've got people who manufacture even the smallest products, but they make such big impacts like sealants or things, just items so small that maybe you use in makeup, or maybe they put in plastic bags, but all these essential little items on a grand scale of things actually help our life. So, but most of these companies, they have really huge targets to meet in terms of reducing their environmental impact, and it's quite challenging to accelerate into a future of more innovation at the same time being able to reduce your impact on the environment. So we, because of the work that we do and helping companies understand where they are, so we help them understand where they are in their carbon emissions and help them set goals and targets and new ideas and ways to reduce their impact. It means that we can still accelerate and progress to, you know, a more innovative world, but at the same time with reduced impact on the environment. So it's essentially helping move towards the future of a green growth, but move there at a steady pace.
And that, I think, is what it's all about. You know, all the work that we're doing, you know, not just at Cranfield University, but obviously yourself within the consultancy, it's all moving towards that future and a very green recovery as well. And what's been fascinating for me this whole week is giving such a valuable insight into the work within materials and manufacturing and the different opportunities out there. I suppose that really leads me on to, you know, the question, what advice have you got for anyone wanting to start off working in this field?
I think it's good to do a bit of research and background first on what you're going to be doing, because, you know, like I said, it's really a broad range of clients. One day I could be speaking to a company manufacturing uranium. Another day I could be speaking to a global tech company. So it's really very different. It's ever changing, and you're speaking with different people. So I think you have to go in with sort of like a collection of tools and ideas and knowledge of what is going on around the world, because sustainability, the green recovery, all those topics, they're not for only one company alone. Everybody wants to be part of it. So I feel that going into this field, you have to try and have a broad view of what is going on in the world.
Excellent. I think that's really, really good advice there, Cynthia. And, a couple of things that you've also mentioned throughout the panel discussion today, making sure that you've got that great foundation in maths and physics. And also, I think doing your research is so vital, whatever we do in life, that we do our research so we understand the different options, and then we can plan the different routes that we can take. And, that is absolutely great, solid advice for somebody. And I'm sure you will have inspired a lot of individuals today that are watching just from your very own journey, from your bachelor's, going on to Cranfield University to doing a master's, and then, following your PhD, securing a very successful career within a consultancy setting. So it's been a real insight to understand and learn a little bit more about what you do today.
Thanks, Katrina.
Thank you so much for giving up your time today, and just giving us a real insight into what you do, your organisation, and really how you guys are going to be impacting and making a difference within the green recovery.
Thank you.